This next main event is going to be very difficult to predict because you got Jared Cannonier, who is still one of the better fighters in the middleweight division, right? He lost to Amavov, who we've seen now is a legit fighter. Now Cannonier fights down against Gregory Robocop Rodrigues, who is a highly skilled fighter, very capable of winning a fight like this, but also very capable of getting KO'd. And I'm sure I'll talk about that in the prediction. We'll see. But this is one that we need bad, right? We're 3-1 on the year. 4-1 would be great. You know, we're still trying to shake off the rust of last year when we started 2-0 and then found ourselves at 4-7 and just battling throughout the middle of the year, including the summer, to just try to get back to 500. And then we pulled away late in the year. But this year we just want to jump on it early. And 4-1 versus 3-2 is a big difference. So we did not take this prediction lightly. So let's get into it. Cannonier versus RoboCop Rodrigues. In the middleweight division, your main event at UFC Vegas 102, you got Jared Cannonier coming off the loss to Amavov. He comes in at 17-8, taking on Gregory RoboCop Rodrigues, who comes in at 16-5 from Brazil. So highly interesting fight. Now RoboCop is a tall boy, 6'3" compared to the 5'11" Cannonier, right? So he's 4 inches taller. He's 32. Cannonier is 40. So is Cannonier slowing down? That's the question. Cannonier 3-inch reach advantage. He's a switch stance fighter. Gregory RoboCop Rodrigues stands right-handed. RoboCop 5.5 significant strikes per minute. Cannonier 4.5. So you're looking at 15 to 20 significant strike advantage for the Brazilian. The Brazilian also lands nearly 1 takedown per round. Cannonier like 1 every 6 or 7 rounds. So he's trying to keep the fight standing, but he doesn't have an advantage on the feet. Now Cannonier 62% takedown defense. That could be a problem. It's average, but not great. Lost to Kyle Barajo in his last fight by decision. Nazaruddin Amavov by 4th round KO. So he's got dominated on the feet in the last 2, like 235 to 147. So not good, not a good look. Before that, back in June of 2023, he beat Marvin Vettori by decision. Beat Sean Strickland by a split decision in 2022. It seems like forever ago. Now, RoboCop 100% takedown defense. Been impressive so far, beating Denise Tiuliulin by KO, Brad Tavares KO, that's a big one, and CLD Christian Leroy Duncan by decision. So he's really looking good, especially in the last 6 fights where he's gone 5-1. Also beating Chidi and Njokuani by KO and Julian Marquez by KO. The only loss there to Bruno Ferreira by first round KO. He just got caught. So tricky fight because I like Cannonier. I mean, the guy's very capable of winning. He can go in there and just finish Rodrigues because it's a little bit lower than his average fight, but he's 40 years old. To me, that's a huge question mark. Can he rise above it? I don't know. I like RoboCop. I like to see RoboCop win the fight. And because he's Brazilian and it's a close fight, I think he can do it. And he's only 32. He's right in the middle of the prime. He's going to have to step up a level here. But winning 5 of the last 6, that says he can do it. We'll see. But I like RoboCop to win this thing by decision. I think it's going 5 rounds. But the Brazilian wins to move to 17-5, mainly on the feet. Look for there to be 2 or 3 takedowns. We'll see if Cannonier can escape. But even if he doesn't, he's going to definitely lose. But even if he does, RoboCop still outstrikes him, in my opinion, to win middleweight division, UFC Vegas 102. Yeah, I mean, so it's pretty simple. I mean, a close fight. We like the Brazilian. I like to see what uh, RoboCop Rodrigues can do in this fight. I mean, to me, he's very skilled, but I am weary about the ability of him being KO'd. And I also know that, yeah, Cannonier's getting older, but he doesn't want to be forgotten just yet. So he's training his butt off. He's going to bring his A game into this fight. And it's no guarantee that RoboCop Rodrigues wins because Cannonier, again, has something to prove here. And he went 4 rounds with Amavov, and Adesanya didn't even make it, past a round and a half. He got finished early in the second round. So, Cannonier definitely has something to prove. But that's why we watch the fights. Because we make predictions, and, we're right a lot more than we're wrong. But we are wrong. And that just goes to show you that anything can happen in these fights. Anyone who tells you, I know what's going to happen, I know what's going to happen, like, you don't really know. I mean, my number one fighter, Hamzat Chimaev, I believe he's going to beat everybody on the planet, but you never know. I mean, you never know. That's why there's such excitement when our fighters win. So that's the way we see this thing go. With Jared Cannonier will fall. To me, he's just getting older. What, 40, 41 right now? So, you know, RoboCop Rodriguez in the building, hopefully getting the job done.